Greetings, family. Empress D. Obviously in nature, as you can see. I apologize for the airplane. No, this is not a retro throwback video. It is actually April 17, 2024. And it's back to winter in Canada. But that's just what we do here in Canada until deep in May. We know that. Anyway, family, I hope everyone's well. And getting out in nature and not letting a change in temperature change your routine and getting out into a nature space every day, right? I'm at my mechanic nature space today. Anyway, I hope everybody's well. Today, I want to talk about what is the opposite of love. So, yesterday, on one of my many nature top walks or times in nature, anyway, it came to me that I used to think that the opposite of, oh goodness, I think this is an airplane. Like, yeah, my mechanic is close to the airport, so it's gonna be a lot of airplanes, I think. Sorry, family. But I think the opposite of love, I used to think, it's right over my head. I used to think the opposite of love was fear, but I don't think so. I think I found another emotion to describe the opposite of love. At least this is what I find for me. The opposite of love to me is indifference. I came up with that. It came to my brain yesterday. To me, the opposite of love is indifference. And here's why. It's obviously not hate. The opposite of love cannot be hate. Because to be honest, hate is love. It's a very strong feeling towards somebody. And you have to love them so much, or they must have disappointed you or triggered you in such a way that you feel badly towards them. So I don't believe that the opposite of love is hate. And let me tell you why hate is so bad. Oh my, what? See, another airplane. It's all good, family. We'll work with it. So the thing about hate is when you're hating on anything, that the thing is you have to bubble up that hate in you, right? Like, obviously you have to feel that hate that you have towards this person before directing it to them. So think about this, family. You have to experience that hate or that negative vibration or that bad feeling before you send it out to them, right? So it's to hate somebody is hurting yourself. That's why you can't do it. You cannot waste energy and feeling hating on somebody, right? And that's why I don't think that the opposite of love is hate. I think that hate is misguided and misplaced love. Instead of hating, we need to release. That's it. We don't even have to forgive. We just have to let go, right? And then that way you can still have a strong feeling towards the person, but it's fleeting. It's probably more like pity, right? Because it's you've let them go, and you recognize that they, for whatever they did to hurt you, to make you, air quotes, hate them, it's really about them, right? And they have to be at a bad place to even treat you like that in the first place. I hope I'm not getting too convoluted and complicated, but essentially, hate is no good. Not for you, not for the person you're directing it at, not for anybody. So we gotta replace hate with indifference. See, with indifference, it's what, like I said, you kind of, you see what they've done. They've hurt you. We accept that. We have to recognize that they hurt them because forgive them, they know not what they do. And it's not in a literal sense. Of course they know what they're doing, but they're doing it from a hurt space. They are not, they haven't grown the ability to come to you differently. Does that make sense? So instead of, and there's lots of other reasons why people do the things they do that hurt us. But at the end of the day, it's not our job to figure out those reasons. What our job is it's to control what we can control, which is to release them and be indifferent towards them. So this is how it is for me. There are people that have hurt me, for sure. For sure. But I still treat them with kindness and respect when I need to interact with them, right? The thing is that with indifference, you forgive them for they know not what they do. And you recognize that often hurt people. And it is what it is. So again, you can love them, but obviously in a different way. Not from a place of negative energy, but from a place of neutral energy. I think that's a good way to describe indifference. It's neutrality. You don't hate them. You don't love them. You're just neutral, right? And when you're neutral towards something, you don't really pay it much mind, right? You just kind of move around it. It's there. You acknowledge it when you see it. And it's that. It doesn't have a big impact on your life because it's neutral. The things that are hurtful to us, we should avoid, like the plague, right? And the things that are loving and wonderful to us, we gravitate towards. So those neutral people, they're there, but we just go around them, right? And that's how we should view the people that hurt us. That's indifference. That's my take on the opposite of love. That's a healthy way to deal with those that hurt us. Family, that's what's up. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk while these airplanes continue to fly overhead. I hope everybody's well and taking care of themselves and on their way to getting to know themselves, accepting themselves, flaws and all, loving themselves, and committing to change the things that we want to change. Right, fam? Anyway, take good care, loves. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I love and I value each and every one of you. One love.